welcome back. So today we're doing a house makeover, renovation, house flip kind of build, and this is actually for the Crick Cabana, and it's one of the like pre-made houses that comes when you actually get the game. So I really wanted to kind of get in with some of these smaller homes and kind of flip them around, and I definitely will be doing more of them in the future. So if you guys do want to download this, I will make sure to put a link to the renovated version down in the description. And if you wanted to check out maybe some of my other builds, my username is KrystinMyrieXo over on the gallery. So I do make sure that I do post everything there. So yeah, so definitely check it out. This house definitely is not like a cheap house. We did have to add a lot. We had to add like a bunch of roofs and like a whole second level, and I did end up using the City Living flooring because you guys know it's one of my favorites. The shine on it definitely like calls my name to every build. And like I said, I didn't really know the theme that I wanted to go with. Like when I first started doing this, I kind of kept everything really white, and I really like doing that sometimes because it gives me like a blank slate and just kind of like transform the look. And it ended up kind of taking on this like modern boho kind of feel, because I mean the floors and walls there are like whites and grays and just really like cool like neutrally kind of shades. And then I just kind of like brought in a lot of like the pinks and the blues and just the really bright furniture that came with the hangout pack. And I mean there's definitely no custom content into this game, but keep in mind that I do my builds with pretty much like all of the different stuff packs. I don't like usually group them together. I just kind of build for fun. So if you do download this, just kind of keep in mind if you don't have all the stuff packs, possibly there might be something missing. So it definitely lists in the gallery what packs like were used to create it. So definitely keep that in mind. And I don't like using custom content in some of my new builds because I feel like it just kind of makes it easier for everyone to access. Like you don't actually have to like spend your day like downloading everything. So I definitely have been enjoying, and oh my gosh, I am like totally ready for this new stuff pack to come out. It is, they released the name for the bowling pack, and it was Sims 4 bowling night stuff. So I can't wait to see what kind of maybe build buy items that are going to be coming with this game. I definitely feel like I need some new content, especially not using anything custom. I need something different into my game, and I'm really interested. Like I'm not a big person into bowling. I mean, I know I will definitely be using it in my game, but I mean, kind of like the karaoke, like it was fun at first, but I mean, it's not something that you're probably going to spend like a lot of time doing. Same with bowling. You're just going to want to take your Sims maybe there once in a while, unless you put them on like maybe, if you have the, what is it, get together and you can create groups, maybe you want to make like a bowling team or something like that. But I'm just kind of more interested in the building items, and where they kind of announced that it was night stuff, I'm definitely interested to see maybe what kind of things. I'm hoping we get some maybe new furniture, like maybe some new seating, especially with it being a bowling like pack. You're gonna need somewhere to sit, so kind of interested like what kind of design they go with, if it's gonna be something modern, if it's gonna be something youthful and bright. So we didn't really get a lot of like idea in the picture that they released when they kind of did a teaser for the vampire and bowling pack together. It kind of to me had like a retro theme, so it's gonna be interesting to see what kind of things that we get and how us as builders are gonna be able to like incorporate that. And I mean, somebody had asked if there was gonna be like any pre-made venues that came with this, but I don't think that there will be, because this is like a what is it called? It's a stuff pack. So we only get like the pre-made venues in the game packs or expansions, I think. So once that comes out, I'm probably going to attempt to make a bowling alley. I don't usually make a lot of like retail stores or parks or things like that, but I definitely have a few things that I do want to create for like some public venues and things like that. I'm just gonna do it. I've kind of been like dragging my feet to do it, and I definitely have an idea in mind to do for like a kind of restaurant. I just need to make sure that I make it functional, because if I'm going to make a restaurant, I don't want you guys to download it and then maybe not have everything needed. So I kind of maybe need to make a checklist just to make sure that I do have everything needed, and that's probably going to be coming this week or next. And kind of excited, I've kind of been putting everything together, thinking of ideas for what I consider to be like a perfect it's not really a restaurant, but I can't really say kind of like what I'm going for. So I also kind of played around with this house just to kind of make sure like everything in the kitchen and bathrooms were really functional. So if you guys do download this, just keep in mind that I do end up having to pull those bar stools and counter just forward a little bit so that she was able like to actually sit down. So I definitely feel like you can't even tell like a difference because I only had to move it like a little bit. But I also wanted to make sure that this house kind of had like a little of everything. Sometimes I feel like I lack in like adding all of the different skill development items. So like we have the living room, the typical living room with the TV, but then out back I do end up putting in that keyboard, and there's like the painting easel outside under the gazebo. I definitely felt like that was the perfect area for it in case you had like your sim maybe was like painting nature. I feel like it just looked really beautiful out there. And you guys can totally like add some color into this house if you feel like it's a little bit too white, and some people really like that but some don't. So I mean, if you download it, totally customize it, add in like bright walls or anything like that, totally play around with it. That's the fun thing of The Sims. This is just kind of like a style that I always kind of veer to, and I try not to, but once in a while I do have to do a build like this that has like the white walls and things like that. But I kind of I'm trying to figure out what house I want to do next on this street. I would love to know down in the comments maybe what kind of theme or builds you guys would like to see me do in some of my future videos. I definitely love reading your guys' comments, and I can't believe I am almost at 6,000 subscribers. I know that there are so many simmers with like 500,000 and like 30,000 and all of this, but honestly I am just as excited with 6,000 because I never in a million years would think that I would have 6,000 awesome, amazing subscribers and friends here on YouTube just by playing The Sims. It's been amazing. I have had so much fun, and it's definitely motivating me to kind of like up my content and kind of like get into it like a lot more. It's definitely fun, but having like people that actually appreciate like the hours that I spend on making some of these videos definitely like gets my butt into gear to really kind of work with it a little bit. If you guys would notice last week on my channel, I kind of was playing around with like some different upload styles and videos, and some of them worked and some of them didn't. I know that my build videos is definitely what you guys want to see. They are my most viewed, and the creative sims and lookbooks, they're definitely not the most popular, but I still do them because I really enjoy doing them. I love making new sims, and I mean I try to not put too many on my channel, but I definitely won't stop. Like once in a while I will be putting a creative sim, I will be putting a lookbook if I feel like I have like a really good theme. And yeah, so that's definitely something I enjoy. And Wednesdays I kind of switched it up last week with doing like an app gameplay, and just to kind of do something different, just to kind of like break up my content a little bit so that it's not like all Sims 4, because everything on my channel, it's Sims 4 and it always will be. But I feel like Wednesdays I'll take that just to kind of like do some kind of random app just to kind of have fun. And a lot of you guys really liked it, and it definitely wasn't, like I said, my most popular video. But I still loved it. I really enjoyed it. And those of you who really loved it, it was definitely worth it, just to kind of have some fun, bring something fresh and switch it up a little bit. So definitely don't be worried if my channel is like gonna change over into like the multi-gaming kind of channel. It's definitely not. My heart is with Sims 4, and all of my content will remain other than when I decide to do like a Wednesday app day. So if that makes sense. So I hope that you guys have been enjoying all of my videos. I definitely can't wait for them to kind of like release all of these new all of these new games. I definitely need some new inspiration and some new items, and I've actually even been like I think it was on Twitter I had mentioned about kind of having some alpha withdrawal because all of my Sims are Max's Match, and I probably am not going to switch over because I started in alpha, but once in a while I'll see like somebody do like create a sim or a lookbook, and some of the items are like honestly so beautiful. I think if I had to choose what I would love to see the Sims release for game packs and stuff packs, hands down, I know I've talked about this in some of my other videos, but it would honestly be like my dream pack for them to release a clutter pack. And I've even tweeted them about this before because I am obsessed with all things clutter. I really like to kind of load up my wall shelves and the kitchen counters and like all things like around the floor, and I think it would be so amazing for them to, I know it's kind of limited because it's kind of like specific to builders, and I understand that, but if it was to happen, that would totally be my dream, to have like a pack that came out with just like so many different rugs and curtains and a bunch of different plants, because as you guys know, I overdo the greenery and plants in like probably 99% of my builds, and like a bunch of new maybe like candles and shelf sitters and just like a whole bunch of random things like that. I would be over the moon. I'm sure it's like never going to be released because it would be so specific to builders, and whenever they do release something like a bowling stuff pack, I mean, it's kind of to bring something new to the game, but I guess they could maybe bring it, and I don't even know how they would be able to incorporate some kind of gameplay with that, but that's what I want to see. And another one would be some kind of like holiday, I don't know, like a vacation world. I know that we have the camping one, the outdoor retreat that came with, I can't even remember what the world is because I think I've only been there like a handful of times, but I love that world. I feel like it kind of has its own look, but I would really love to see something tropical with like, I know we have the desert, but I'm thinking more of like a tropical vacation kind of world, or even like a snow themed world, because we don't have seasons. So I don't know, maybe a seasons is on the table for Sims 4, like maybe that's kind of something that they eventually might release to us, but I think it would be so awesome even to have a world like if you were supposedly like traveling to the north or something like that had like all of those winter interactions, because I've never played The Sims 3 to really enjoy all of these packs that everybody like has talked about, and even for myself to like compare the packs. And I've even considered like downloading The Sims 3 just to kind of play with what were some of the ones that interested me. I liked the seasons one. That one really interested me. The pets one. And there was another one, Supernatural maybe, the one that has like witches. I can't remember. I think that's what it might be called, but I might be wrong because like I said, I've never played it. But I have definitely considered downloading it, but I've kind of been like dragging my feet with that, just kind of like hoping that The Sims 4 like kind of like releases different things, like because I know that like it's a completely different game. So I mean, you can't blame The Sims for wanting to like not just constantly remake what's already been done. Like I can't wait for them to like bring pets to this game, but I mean, it's kind of already been done in a way, like because The Sims 3 had pets. So I don't know if they're just trying to like bring different things to the game and not just re-release with like different graphics and things like that, but I don't know. I would love to see those holiday packs and clutter pack. Those are like my top two things that would like totally make my year. And I mean, I feel like maybe this year, possibly we might see something holiday themed, whether it's like a vacation pack or some kind of like different getaway world or something like that. I feel like the clutter pack probably won't happen, but I would love to know what kind of game packs or expansion packs or stuff packs would you guys like to see The Sims 4 release. I know that there is something for everybody, and everybody kind of has their own ideas and things that they like, things that they do in their game, or maybe would see to come to their own game. So I would love to know what you guys are kind of hoping and have your fingers crossed to see in this game. So I really hope that you guys like how this build turned out. As you guys can see, it's kind of built for like a single sim. But, I mean, you can totally change it around, add more bedrooms in. So, upstairs we have, like, the master bedroom with a master bathroom and kind of, like, the open hallway, like, and it even kind of has, like, the open railing, like, down into the room below with, like, the office. And then downstairs there's the kitchen, like the gallery-style kitchen and living room and a large bathroom, full bathroom. Both of them are full. And then we kind of have like a rec room kind of area out in the back with the gazebo. So if you did want to maybe make this into like a family home, I feel like there is still lots of ways you can do that by either like taking out one of the bedroom or bathrooms. You can transfer that into maybe like a toddler room or a teenager room or some kind of like child room, and or even maybe make the downstairs or upstairs bathroom into the office, just because they are like smaller rooms. And then maybe you can like over where the office is upstairs, instead of having that like open into the hallway and where the balcony is, you could kind of maybe put some walls up and make that into a bedroom as well. So this is totally able to move from like a 1-bedroom to a 3-bedroom like easily without actually like changing the size of the house. And you would totally like, it wouldn't affect the living room or kitchen or the rec area. And I mean, you could even put in a basement into this and really like expand this house and just put in like some stairs in that back rec room, because it is really open. Like there's still lots of room that you can kind of play around with that back area. Even like you could probably even put a bedroom in that back rec room as well. So I really hope that you guys like how it turned out, and if you guys have made it this far and you are still watching, if you do put this into your game, same thing with all of my builds, just make sure that you do have your move objects cheat on. Just because I always have that on, I'm always kind of changing things around, so you need to have that on just to make sure everything goes where it needs to go. So I hope that you like the theme of this house. It's kind of different and modern boho, so something I don't typically normally do, but like I said, I hope that you guys like how it turned out. Make sure that you do give this video a very big thumbs up if you do like how this turned out, and consider subscribing if you do like watching Sims 4 videos. I do keep my channel all things Sims 4 except random Wednesday uploads for apps. But thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!
We've both been there before. When love shuts the door, it's a losing game. It's a losing game. But this time it's more than another love war. This ain't the same. This ain't the same. They say love heals all. It makes it all alright. In time. In time. My heart still feels the breaking, but you make my world so bright. Feels so right. It feels so right.